There was also a little drama surrounding the I used to love her when you mentioned about some gangster rappers and we had Ice Cube on and he talked about the drama and was saying how happy he was it was squashed. And he said he saw Common after that and didn't feel any animosity. It was a genuine love, and when he was genuinely happy to be past that point, I don't even think about that beef. It was a dark moment in my career. Common is a good dude. I don't think he deserved it. How did you feel going through that situation?
When I first heard the diss, I was actually sitting in the car with my same homie Rasan and King T, and who's a West Coast rapper. And we were going to, I think it was an alcoholic show. We was just at an alcoholic show, and King T came into the car. We were listening to it, and I was like, I was hurt, but I also was happy that Cube knew who I was. So, I was like, damn, Ice Cube know who I am. This shit is incredible. But then I also was like, man, this dude dissed me. So then I was like, I also felt, man, why did he think I was dissing the West Coast? Because I got love for them. Like, I showed some of their covers in the video. Like, NWA, specifically Ice Cube, was, one of my favorites, and still to this day is one of the greatest, artists to do music and do hip hop music and tell stories. He's a great storyteller. So I was surprised that he dissed me, to be honest, but still, it was mixed emotions. Like, and then I only decided to do the diss record when I saw them on BET and they were like talking to Big Les and they was like, yeah, Common, and I was like, man, they keep going at me and I'm not like, I ain't no punk now. Yeah. Like, I mean, I know I'm about love, but I ain't no punk. So I remember sitting down in my room. I mean, I had an apartment. I had this basement apartment. I had just bought a building and I set up a basement apartment. I used to have my records. KRS put out these instrumentals, and I put on this KRS instrumental, and man, I just wrote the Bitch in You, and I wrote the first verse, and I was like, man, I'm about to, I'm going at it, and I was out there rapping that verse. I would be out with De La Soul, and we would stop the show, and I would rap that verse, and I did it at the House of Blues in LA, and the crowd was giving me love. I was like, ready. I didn't know what was gonna go down, but I just, at a certain point, I just got stirred up and got caught up in it, and I was like, whatever happened is gonna happen. But so I did that, and that's what made me write a second verse to it. Then I was trying to find a producer to create, the song with, and No ID didn't really want to do it. I don't think because he's in the Nation of Islam. He kind of was like, and Premier definitely wasn't gonna do it. I was trying to get to Premier. But I ended up, Pete Rock said, yeah, he'll do it. We went to his basement, me and Black Thought. We went to Pete Rock's basement. He hooked up that beat, and I was like, yo, we going with it. And I used to do it, and, eventually, as Cube said, we just got cool. Minister Farrakhan squashed the beef. This is right after Biggie and Pac had died. God bless those brothers' souls. We all had this meeting. It was all this, like, Goody Mob, Fat Joe, Ice Cube, all of us. And he was like, man, basically like, man, y'all becoming victims of the Willie Lynch letter. Y'all like going at each other for what reason? East Coast, West Coast, like, and then I knew Cube was a good dude. He knew I was a good dude. Later on, 20 years, not 20 years, but maybe 20 years later, I get to be in his film, the Barbershop film.
Making songs with him. You made a song for the film and everything.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, what's crazy is we were about to talk about it on set. Like, we was about to have a real, like, man, what I was feeling was you was feeling. As soon as we started, his phone rang. And we never talked about it after that. So it was all love, man. I mean, I got nothing but love for Ice Cube. He one of our greatest. He a great man, a great leader, and just a cool dude. Yeah, and I saw that interview that y'all did with him. I was kind of, I was moved that he was like, man, Common ain't deserve that. Yeah. But, everything is notches we grow. I'm glad we both can be here to talk about how we grew through it. And, that's what beef can be at times. It's like you get through it. Like you in that emotional state and you may say, man, let me get past this. Let me be an adult. Yeah.
My favorite thing that he said about in that interview is when I asked him why he did it, he said, I thought I heard something.
that's Ice Cube right there, right?
Yeah, I thought I heard something. Yeah, I thought I heard something, so I spoke on it.
What we done started. Look at what we done started. This the people party. When opportunity knocking, then young nigga move that door. Whoa, get your foot stuck in it, call me young, go get it. They can't fuck with it, might as well roll with it.